So this is where we were headed, right? More loot? There's got to be something in here. Some reason for me to be here. We're headed over here. I guess we have to travel to that location. So I assume the war room's going to be in here. Better be. Or I'm going to be a walking war room whenever I walk into a room. Well, Varric, if you were coming over here, we could have come together. I didn't know you were already going to be here. There's the war room. Come on, break it up. There's too much going on to argue.
The most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean, exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its heralds will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
I'm just here for the war room. I don't want to get involved. You now have access to missions. Mission operations take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type, which result in less time required when undertaken by the associated advisor. Missions may also provide different rewards depending on which advisor completes them. Alright. I don't know which one I should do.
What have your ears heard, Leliana? Anything new we don't already know about?
No, nothing.
Well, then let's do Ferelden. I feel like I've spent more time in Ferelden for sure. Build watchtowers. Gather coin. Let's try gather coin. Up until now, Inquisition forces have had the benefit of the Chantry's deep coffers. Now, the Inquisition is forced to seek out its own sources of revenue if it is going to grow further. Trade in and out of Haven is limited at this point, but there are various opportunities to earn coin, provided the Inquisition is willing to focus its efforts on the matter. Requirements, 1 hour. Okay, let's see what this means.
Let's see what we have.
Okay. No, do I have to do anything, or is that it? In progress. Okay. Alright. I guess let's just open these doors and see what's going on there.
The Inquisition cannot remain a peasant if she can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Its followers need shelter.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
You handled him well.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilyet.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
And Makas in the chat, yes, this is PS4. Let's see. There was no word for heaven or earth, for sea or sky. All that existed was silence. Then the voice of Maker rang out the first word, and his word became all that might be. Dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities, and from it made his firstborn. And he said to them, in my image I forged you, to give you dominion over all that exists. By your will may all things be done. Then in the center of heaven he called forth a city with towers of gold, streets with music for cobblestones, and banners which flew without wind. There he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. The children of the Maker gathered before his golden throne and sang hymns of praise and unending, but their songs were the songs of cobblestones. They shone with the golden light, reflected from the Maker's throne. They held forth banners that now flew on their own. And the voice of the Maker shook the Fade, saying, in my image I have wrought my firstborn. You have been given dominion over all that exists. By your will all things are done. Yet you do nothing? The realm I have given you is formless, ever-changing. And he knew he had wrought amiss, so the Maker turned from his firstborn and took from the Fade a measure of its living flesh, and placed it apart from the spirits, and spoke to it, saying, here, I decree opposition in all things, for earth and sky, for winter and summer, for darkness and light. My will alone is the balance sundered, and the world given new life. No longer was it formless, ever-changing, but held fast, immutable, with the words for heaven and earth, sea and the sky. At last did the Maker from the living world make immutable the substance of the earth, with souls made of dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities. Then the Maker said, to you, my second-born, I grant this gift. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame, all-consuming, never satisfied. From the Fade I crafted you, and to the Fade you shall return, each night in dreams, that you may always remember me. And then the Maker sealed the gate of the Golden City, and there he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. Interesting. Let's get, I can't loot this treasure chest. Must have already been here. Must have had already been here. I don't want to summon another thing. Do you guys know why I can't just go to this war room? Every time I go in there, I guess maybe it's that I have to go to the next mission. It's perhaps it.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask him.
Well, I'm not worried about it.
What can they do? It's just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Okay. Power cost 4. Seems simple. I guess this was what I had to do next. Where's my reading material now? Oh.
The city still mourns.
Just a guess seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Why are they hiding from the Inquisition? We're good guys. I mean, we're good guys. We're saving the world. We're getting blankets for people.
They wish to protect the people from us?
That's what I was saying, Cassandra. Isn't that weird?
Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Thank you. I just have this feeling we might need a save.
Stand wary, guardsman.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more.
Don't do this. Don't make me electrocute you.
The so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no mage in our hour of need.
Listen, I never claimed to be what you're saying.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I am simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late.
I mean, only if you say so.
Return to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition and the people will be safe once more.
We're gonna... Oh, snap. Listen, I wasn't happy with her, but you don't gotta punch a lady in the back of the head.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Whoa, that's even worse. How dare you?
What's the meaning of this? Her claim to authority is an insult.
much like your own.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Excuse me?
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement, raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet, you should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Listen. I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. I'm just here to close the breach. Can you be part of that?
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
Have you seen my green hand?
What if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Wait a second, Templars. Well, I thought they were going to attack us, honestly.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Well, how do you know this guy anyway?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Will he see reason?
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Okay, so that being said, I think we're gonna wrap this up here. We have I think we've finished that, right? Quest. Oops. Let me just see if we finished this here. I guess return to the Chantry. We could do that. It shouldn't take too long. What was that?
An arrow with a message?
Oh, that's close. A message is attached, written in large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help. I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Val Royale. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and the round cafe, and maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. A poor drawing of the locations of the market is attached. Okay. Well, really, as much as I want to do that, I really feel like we need to go back to travel to this location. Bye-bye!
If I might have a moment of your time.
Are you the arrow shooter?
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion.
Oh,
It is not
Fiona!
dangerous for you to be here.
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
Will you help us?
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Au revoir. I like Fiona. She's cool.
Let us return to Haven.
Okay. I just want to level up. Really, that was my goal. I kind of want to end at the end of a mission. I can restart again. I mean, I still have 2 hours before HorrorScope starts. But I am out of coffee in my cup. So I need to make some coffee, and then I could get started back up again. I think this is where we're headed. Is it back to the war room? Is that where the chantry is? Well, I mean, we'll figure it out pretty quick.
You had granted them power over the very Fade itself. Though they sang him. So we're heretics, just like that. Should we surrender? Don't be foolish.
Ooh, cutscene.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard? My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
Going was worth the risk
We
anyway.
had to do something, and now we have an opportunity.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember. True, he has taken the orders somewhere. But to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Listen, we should meet the mages. I'm a mage. Mages aren't so bad.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
Wait, are you saying you think it's a trap?
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared.
What?
Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Yeah, it is curious. It sounds suspicious to me.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall.
Blackwall.
If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Well, guys, I'm pretty sure that's the end of the mission, yeah? Threat remains is completed. And some people can level up. So I'm going to take a break now.